Hello, and welcome to this episode of Lyndley Trends. On this episode, we're going to chat about the menswear show from Givenchy, but we're not actually going to talk about menswear. We're going to be talking about the women's looks that could be viewed as Resort 2015 for women's Givenchy that were in the menswear show that showed for spring 2015. So, this collection was let's call it a palette cleanser from Mr. Riccardo Tisci. It was super simple in a good way, kind of back to his basics of kind of schoolboy, like Catholic schoolboy uniform meets the athletic basics that he's always referencing meets a really good floral print, which he usually does quite a good job with, but he kept it simple with the prints this time. He's done his crazy Bambi moment, he's done his, Mother Teresa's and his, saints, and he's done crazy fire prints, but this one is based on baby's breath, which I think is hysterical because baby's breath is always something I've avoided when dealing with floral bouquets. But he's done a beautiful print with it, a black, white, and green print for this collection, and showed a couple of women's looks in this beautiful print, one on Saskia Debrow and one on Candice Swanpole. And, I just thought it was interesting. He chose some of the sexiest women in the world to wear wig caps and walk in a men's show in Doc Martens style shoes that he did for Givenchy, which I thought was super cool and kind of awesomely weird. And so the rest of the clothes, you kind of had these bra shapes that the girls had that to me were almost a reference to erotica, to kind of fetishy, Betty Page-ish styling, but also a bit of a reference to kind of an 80s Madonna to me. Like there's a bit of that Jean-Paul Gaultier Madonna inspiration in there. And then you have kind of the school uniform vibes, like almost gym class or like school uniform. You have the shirt and the collars, and on his sheer chiffon shirt on Adriana Lima, which I'm sure the crowd was very excited about. And then just kind of black and white with like white tags or black tags here and there. Super simple, super chic, and just a little bit of that, Catholic schoolgirl gone bad vibe, which he's kind of always owned. I feel like he is the ultimate Catholic boy gone bad in a lot of ways, and he could probably be responsible for bringing back all the streetwear stuff that's happening in fashion right now. So I feel like this collection was a good version of that. It doesn't really kind of give us any hint to what he's going to be doing necessarily for women's spring, but Riccardo Tisci is definitely at that turning point where everybody's anxious to see how much he's going to actually keep going after sportswear, or if he's going to move on to kind of, I would say, more luxurious or more complicated design matters. So we'll see. But this being said, I think this was a good little taste of what he might be cooking up for spring. And hopefully, after his last collection for fall that was very lady, Carlo Mellini inspired, Bauhaus inspired, and kind of very dressed up, I'll be interested to see if he does some sort of take on streetwear again for women's for spring 2015. So go shop Resort if you like a baby's breath print, or some kind of see-through school uniform / hooker vibes. Resort Givenchy is the place for you. So I'll see you guys in the next episode of Lyndley Trends. Check you later.